What's going on, YouTube? Claytomus back here with another Claytomus Plays, episode 2 of City Skylines. If you watched my first video, you'll remember that I was getting the city started. Claytomus Hills was what I named it, and we were just getting it started, doing the basic intro stuff, getting the neighborhoods going, and some commercial and industrial and trash removal and things like that. So we'll go ahead and get the game started here, drop right back in where we were. And you'll see that I've not changed anything. I've not added to or taken away. I'm doing this city strictly for video purposes only, so you're going to see everything that I do outside of some magical video editing here and there just to speed things up for you. But you can see last time I finished up by running some of this road over here and connecting it back so that there's two entry points to the other side of the city for these people. The only thing that they may kind of miss from this side is they'd have to come way around to come to this stretch of commercial, but other than that, it's not too bad. It's a pretty good start. We'll go ahead and click for 3 times speed because this early in the game I can go as fast as we're making money. So once again, I like to let these things get about halfway full or more before I start adding any, because I don't like the stuff just sitting there. So given that residential and commercial are that high, let's go ahead and start adding some more of that in. We'll stick with the 2-lane street theme for now. Once again, I don't like to waste block space if I can help it. I like to use all the space available. So you'll see a lot of OCD grid building here. Just a heads up. But get some of that going. Let's go ahead and one little branch here and not waste all that. Fill all this in. We'll be ready to work on some commercial. After running pipeline, of course. I always seem to forget that. Like, start building, I think everything's going well, and then, oh no, we don't have water. Oh yeah, I forgot that in the last video I did. I went ahead and did the piping underneath there. So this is where I get a little more creative with the way I do commercial, because it is easily the lowest demand stuff. So what I'm going to do with this city, which I don't always do, but I'm going to go ahead and continue the one way here. Bring this on around. It looks about right. Oh, no, just a little bit too far. Once again, this is my OCD where it kicks in. I apologize. Now I'm just going to go ahead and add more commercial zone in here. And this is simply because it's the least popular zone, and I don't like to waste any more potential ground on commercial than I have to, at least until we get the higher density zoning, and that's because they do pay pretty hefty tax. Now we'll let this kind of just be our commercial stuff. Sorry, having trouble talking today for some reason. But so they're complaining about power problems, and that's because the electrical availability is going down. So we don't have enough money right now for the coal power plant, but I don't really want to put up any more windmills. So let's go ahead and just take out this loan again. We'll repay it pretty quickly. Plop another one of those down. We're going to probably let this kind of be like the epicenter right through here of power plants to feed everything, so that way I don't have to worry about traffic too bad up here. But we seem to still be having a little bit of a crime issue as well. So, because of that right there. So, plop one of those here so that way that's all covered. Most everything is covered by the ambulance system, except for this little stretch right through here. So, I don't feel like we need to do anything there yet. That's money we can use for later. Another thing that I don't do very fast is builds elementary schools and things like that, and simply because for cost versus what they do for you this early, I don't really see the benefit. But I will go ahead and put another firehouse in over here just for the industrial side. They tend to have more fires, so we're up to a boom town now. So sorry I didn't let you all read what happens there. I've done this so many times now, I just click through it. So here's some of the new roads with the update that I've not seen yet. 2-lane road with tram tracks. that is probably going to be very important later, but for now, I don't know if it's going to benefit me enough to spend the money. There's highways with sound barriers, just normal highway, and then see, this is new, 2-lane highway. All that is kind of new, so I'm going to have to learn along with you guys how to use some of this. 6-lane road with bus lanes, things like that. So, gonna be a lot for me to learn here. 4-lane road with tram tracks. So for now, we're just going to stick to what we know, and I will try some of that later. So let's go ahead and straighten this garbage out since it looks like poo. And what we're going to do is, before we get too far advanced, run into some trouble, I'm going to go on ahead and drop this, and then we're going to start working on our underground. Oops, went a little too far. One level here, back up, and it's not going to let us do. So now that time has progressed just a little bit, we'll wait to do some road changes. Not super happy with the way that this looks, but that's just my OCD kicking in. Look at that crazy angle I got going on. That should be a lot straighter. That should be like right here. But it is what it is. So we see some industrial demand going up again. So let's go ahead and up some more residential zonage. As you can see, we're kind of filling in the one side here on the other side of the river. And probably next residential move, instead of continuing this way, because I want to save that for more commercial and stuff later, probably just going to go ahead and jump over here to the other side of the river and start doing more residential over there. So now, through the magic of video editing, we've advanced a little bit in time here just to speed this up a little bit for you. I'm going to go ahead and drop a 3-lane road right here, and this is going to be for trash purposes, because we don't want to build too much of our landfill over here and not be able to do anything about the roads, because at some point there's going to be a lot of dump trucks driving over here, and we want the 6-lane road to be where that's happening at. So we're going to go ahead and drop one right here, and then we're going to go back. Actually, let's go ahead and drop 2 of those, get more dump trucks on the road, and then we're going to start unloading this one. The reason for that is I want to get rid of all of this right here before it gets too congested up here by the interstate and allow for more road help later, as well as I'm probably going to make a cut through underneath the highway underground to come out here, so that when I build my next plot of land, I can keep connecting everything. So now we have a power failure over here, so we need more power. Let's go ahead and plop another coal plant. And once again, because of the way things are going, we're going to start, instead of keeping the epicenter over here like I'd originally planned, I'm going to start building some power stuff on this side. Let's go ahead and get that healthy again. And then eventually I'm going to probably clean this back out, at least over in this section, so that I can do my cut through. For now, everything's looking pretty good. Everything's running smooth, no major complaints. It doesn't look like a little crime issue down here, but that's not enough to start spending a lot of money to fix it. Main thing we're seeing now is more demand for housing, so let's go ahead and stretch this over to this side, like that right there, and we can just continue on with our building of residential zone. Sorry, I drew a blank. But go ahead and build a bridge, like this. next the guy looks pretty nice. It looks like something like you would intentionally do. Our little neighborhood offshoot here. Apparently in one of the updates that I did, they added these little circles that show you good connection points. Keep things straight, and for somebody like me, that is awesome. So before we even do that, let's go ahead and just, we know we're gonna have to do water pipe, so and just do that. Oops, clicked off of it. Alright, there we go. So let's zone this over here. It'd be easier to just do the big draw here. Okay, so we have new services available. We have some mass transit things opening up. I'm going to save those for the next video before I start plopping that kind of stuff. Just because that takes a lot of time. There's a lot of time involved in planning and thinking about a lot of that, so I want to do a lot of that off film so that way I can be more fluent with my talking and not be so much editing involved. So we'll save that stuff for the next video. To wrap this one up for today, let's go ahead and this facility is empty, so we'll go ahead and demolish this facility so that this clears all of this back up. This will now allow me to kind of straighten up some of this roadage back here, and I'll probably do that off camera. Even I know I said I would do a lot of this on camera, but that's just boring stuff you don't really want to see anyways. We'll just clean some of that up, straighten that up so that I can do my cut through a little cleaner later. So we'll call that a video for today. Once again, thank you guys for watching. This is a fun series. I'm really enjoying doing this. I know it's not the normal comedy, and I don't have the face cam and the reactions and stuff, but it's just fun to sit down sometimes and just play a good relaxing game and just talk about why I'm doing what I'm doing and what I'm thinking. So make sure to leave a comment, like, and subscribe to the video. If you have any suggestions for the city that I should be doing, or just a suggestion on another game to play, period, make sure you drop a comment below and let me know. And follow me on Twitter, at Claytomus, and I will respond to you there or here on YouTube, either one, and that way we can discuss it and have a lot of fun with this. Until next time, you all have a great day.